Hello. I was just sitting here in meditation, pondering, because today I had a kind of binge day again. I couldn't stop eating. It's really strange. So I was sitting here pondering because it's not that I feel bad about eating a lot. It's just that I'm puzzled by it. And I can't really wrap my head around it. Because in the morning, I was kind of stressed because things are beginning to work out that my daughter might be able to go to Germany soon and live there. She's only 16, and kind of things are falling into place for her so that it will be possible. And before that, it was emotionally kind of okay, she will go to Germany and she will go on studying there, and that was like perfectly okay. And I was like, thinking of other possibilities, and my son going to Germany as well afterwards or in the same moment, and then me being kind of on my own, and like all the crazy possibilities that open up through the situation. And now that it really kind of is becoming more concrete, I'm getting to feel like, but I don't really want to let her go or something like that. She's only 16. But so I was kind of stressed because of that. And, now it's like the 11th of October, and she would have to be over there in January, like at the beginning of January, to be able to go to school there. And so I was a bit stressed out because I have to get flights for her and for me, and maybe for my son as well, and all the organization stuff around it. So I was a bit anxious, and I caught myself being anxious because in that moment I was thinking I needed to consume more food, but then I caught myself being anxious. But it takes on just like a dynamic on its own, the whole thing. It's like one moment you're okay, and then you sit down, and I know for me the trap is to be downstairs. And the worst thing is to sit down at the table with my kids, because they kind of, they just happily eat whatever's in front of them. And, they cook, and so it's way more appealing to me than if I prepare it myself. Not taste-wise, because I really put loads of spices in there at the moment, so they really, can't eat my soups because they are too spicy for them, even though my son likes it spicy. It's amazing. I need so much spice at the moment. So I was going upstairs to kind of ponder about what went down this time around, and why did I kind of had this need to unconsciously eat so much again. And then I was kind of thinking, well, hey, probably, the mind, the unconscious mind, and the cell memories from other lifetimes, and all the programming we have. And then I was kind of thinking, but how does this work? We come, before incarnating, we come from a plane where we probably remember all our past lives, and then we get a body, and our memories are kind of wiped. But then again, we do have cell memory in a body that is brand new every time. So how does that work? in my more spiritual times when I was reading lots and lots of channelings and stuff like that. I read about the cave of the Akasha, or that kind of stuff, where everybody has like a crystal where the memories are stored within. But I mean, why are we kind of wiped from the memory, and then again they are put into our cells and our unconsciousness? And how does that work? So I mean, to put them in the cells and in our unconscious is quite, it's quite an intelligent move, because if we were kind of brand new every time, those memories would not kind of screw with our heads. So as they are in the unconscious and in our cells, they can kind of unconsciously screw with us. How do they get like in our cells? I mean, cell memory. Or is that maybe the wrong term for past life memories? Maybe they are not in our cells, but just in our unconsciousness. I don't really know. I was like, trying to wrap my head around all those programming things that we have going on, and which make it more difficult to kind of kick a habit like eating. And then again, I was sitting downstairs and I was like, what the fuck? I mean, it doesn't really matter if I eat or not. I mean, that's just a pet peeve of mine to, well, I just feel that I would like to be able to gain that freedom, which I was talking about yesterday. What I don't want is to put too much mental stress onto myself to really get that right. Because, I mean, if I don't, I'm still a good person and I'm still trying to make the best out of this life and kind of enjoy it to the max, and whenever I can, try and help others, and and try to develop myself personally and spiritually and whatever, be the best version I can be. And I mean, if in the end I get to a point where I will be really independent from food or not, I don't think that really interferes with my spiritual I wanted to avoid the word ascension, but here it is. I don't really think that kind of will stand too much in my way of spiritual evolution. But yeah, I mean, yesterday I really experienced this feeling of independence and freedom in a way that was nice, very nice. It was even in the night. I mean, I didn't have time to really sit down with the feeling because I had a busy day, and then I occupied myself as well with other stuff which I wouldn't have needed to do. So, I kind of, maybe I avoided to kind of try and feel it thoroughly, but it was like a golden energy like coursing through my body, or I don't know how to describe it. And I was feeling so alive and energized, and yeah, that was kind of amazing. So yeah, the glimpse was very nice. Thank you very much. But okay, I just don't want to put too much mental and emotional stress onto myself regarding this whole subject. But in the same time, I don't want to become so lazy and so permissive. Like right now, sometimes I really feel like I don't have any strength of will at all. And that kind of, it bugs me, because I know myself to be a very straightforward person who, when she wants something, she usually goes for it. And, and right now it's like, I fall into such a crazy wave of permissiveness where I just sit down and I have something, and then I have something more, and this I could try this one as well, and let's have a bite of that one. And sometimes I don't even enjoy it so much. It's just more this mechanical act of putting food into myself. So I don't know. That's something I really still kind of deal with it, and I'm trying to find out what this is about in my case, and what I can do to kind of become free of this habit. That would be actually quite nice. And if I don't, I mean, in that case, it wouldn't be too bad either, because this whole journey is a journey of healing anyways, a journey of integration, and a journey to heal compartmentalization. Is that the right word? So I mean, it's not in vain anyways, whatever comes out of it. So that's my confusion and my quest, and I didn't even think I would make a video out of that. I was just wanting to put out this thought of how is it that our cells are programmed when we come into a new body. How is it that, these things can kind of screw us over from behind the curtains in strange ways? And how do we heal this? Of course, by making it conscious first, and then, well, I will let you know if I find out. Have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye.